Hi there. When you are riding heavy bikes like the V-Strom series of Suzuki or KTM series of 390, 890 and so on and so forth, it means you must have learned a lot. You must have been trained by the great gurus and guide. But if somebody is a beginner and he has a heavy bike, there are a lot of chances that this guy will have multiple of falls, tip over and damage the bikes. I have done several times. I fell down, dislocated my shoulder. I fell down, hit other shoulder. I fell down, I hit my knee. And all these problems are there once you don't know exactly how to work on the friction zone. Because you look at the bike, this is just nothing but a heavy machine, metal piece. Its power lies in the throttle, and control of the power comes through clutch, and controlling the speed mostly comes from the rear braking here. So if you master all the three factors, first is how much throttle to give, how much clutch to use, and how much to apply the rear brake, you can be very comfortable. Second factor is to control the bike is that surfaces. If you are going on even surfaces up and down and you are maneuvering the bike and you are not giving the optimum power to the rear wheel by controlling clutch and throttle, you will also tip over. I hate tipping over. One day I was going to the city and then I did a little more misadventure and climbed on the top. My one leg was at the top, other had no place, so I fell down and fell down on one person, a lady who was really waiting for the bus. What a miserable thing. That's why I tell you. If you have passion like me, I had in the 60s to become the best rider, learn every skill first as I am practicing in this tennis court. And once you have mastered that skill, then only you do something to really go to the places. Otherwise, you are in trouble. So, I will let you know how to never drop your bike. See, the life of the bike lies here. Life of the bike lies here in the throttle. Here is the life of the bike. You're going to start over, and here is the life. Here is life. Here is the life. Power comes from the throttle. And then control of the power comes from the clutch. So if you really know how to use that control key, it's the friction zone, biting point. And see, now it is in control. But optimum is important. You should not keep too much of throttle. Here also comes, here is the optimum power. And these bikes have a tendency to tip over very fast. If you do not know the skill, you are going to tip over. That's why I've learned from Andre Bhadrav. So many other suggestions came, but the master is Andre Bhadrav. So here, the throttle and the clutch, and then this. So once there is a power in the machine, it cannot be just a piece of metal and plastics and some electronics, but it will have its own power. So it will take care of itself. You keep sufficient power. Now this is 250cc SX V-Strom. Its torque is very limited, 22.5 Newton meters of torque. It doesn't have much. But when I ride KTM 390, its torque is 37 at 500 RPM, 5000 RPM. It's a lot of torque, so it will pull it. And if I ride V-Strom 800D, its torque is 78 Newton meter of torque, so it pulls like anything else. So simply, whether in the heavy bike you keep the throttle or not, there will be already a torque which will pull. But control it by the clutch, and you will never fall from the bike. And once you master not to fall from the bike, it will take a lot of practice. And the surface is also important. If you are on the sandy, gravels, slippery, watery, oily, there is a big problem here. Because most of the time this is having height of 835 mm. My KTM 390 has got 855 mm. My VS-Strom 800D has got height of 855 mm. So I am just 5'8", so I cannot touch a flat footed, you see. I have to tilt the bike. So you play with the bike. The more you play, the more confident you will be. But keep the bike mostly vertical. It has got some momentum, some speed. It can really having counterbalancing or counter steering action. Otherwise, vertical is the ideal position. Weightlessness you cannot fall. So I will show you some U-turn, some circle, some figure 8 movements, maneuvering, and some balancing act. The fundamental is you always look where you want to go. That is called principle of vision. Never make the target fixing. Don't see something where you don't want to go. So you want to go there, there only look pointless. Second, you must have control over the throttle, which should be slow and progressive, nice and progressive. Clutch also nice and progressive, no jerk. The brake should be also slow and progressive. Most critical is emergency braking. In that you should apply both rear and front brake. Mostly rear brake mild is okay. And don't be crazy. Don't just move the throttle. Any idiot, any monkey can do that. And speed thrills for skills. But once you have open road, you can drive like I drive my KTM sometime 150. This bike I drive 135. And my 800D I drive near about 200. But empty road, I never look front. I see very far. Never look the tire and all. Nothing interesting there. Look very far. So the basics I shared with you. And last but not the least, wear all the protective gears. Helmet, ankle guard, wrist guard, ankle guard, big shoes, knee guard, hip guard, shoulder guard. Because I am in my smooth tennis court where I am practicing, so there is nothing like risk. And I have done a lot of practice, friends. I have tried to be the master of the task of handling the heavy bikes. And all the great people have done it. Still there is a chance, if you are careless, you can fall. Overconfidence is very dangerous. So I show you some of the maneuvering. I start in first gear. I will try to keep it tight. Your life is in the throttle. As you are breathing, here is the life. As long as the bike is live, because of throttle power, it will never tip off. But you must know how to supply that power which you generate from engine to throttle control to the rear wheel. Okay? Where there is will, there is a way, friends. But be very careful. Try to keep the bike very stable. When you are stopping the bike, you should see front, apply both the brake, relax. Emergency braking also, go down gears. Try to come in the first gear and apply both brakes. But when you are shifting down, keep the clutch fully locked in control. This is engaged, otherwise the gears will break. Okay? So thank you viewers. This is a brief introduction. This is Adventure Rider Pandit Fakir Yogi Virendra Yogi at your service. Thank you viewers. Bye from now.